All right, it's day 7. I'm back home healing. I could say, honestly, I feel better than any other day. Obviously, every day is going to be better and better. Still have a blood drain on me because I have some internal bleeding going on, but it's not painful. I have no damage that's really noticeable at all, other than, the several incisions on the surface of my body. But otherwise, I feel fine. I'm able to eat what I want to eat. I'm able to go to the bathroom. I'm not on a ton of drugs. I'm on, like, a fancy Advil, a little bit of codeine, obviously, to cut down on the pain. Anticoagulant, so I don't get coagulation in my blood because I have a lot of water taken. Like, my legs are like twice what they should be. So within a week or two, they've told me that'll subside and I'll return back to my normal body weight. It'll all just get flushed through my kidneys, which are perfectly healthy. So everything's going good here on day 7. I thank everybody for watching these videos, and I will keep updating you on how things are going. Obviously, it's a day-by-day experience, and if tomorrow's the worst day, you're going to find out. So thank you so much for watching. All right, it's day 8. Things are progressing as normal. My internal bleeding has actually begun to stop, which is nice. We're measuring it every 4 hours to see how many milliliters of blood my body outputs. This internal bleeding is caused not only by the liver surgery, but by just a little bit of internal hemorrhaging from some other damage from medical equipment in my body. I had like a port that had a hose on it, did a little internal damage. Everything's good. Still on the same painkillers. Sleeping is still kind of a struggle. Every hour or so, you feel like you need to get up and move a little bit because you get stiff. Talking in long durations is kind of hard because you build up gases inside of you, and then you got to burp a little bit, and it kind of hurts to burp. So there is the casual surgical pains. I'm sure they go along with a lot of things. Otherwise, my body weight is normal. It's slowly reducing. I'm losing water weight, which I took on a bit because of the intravenous water that they had to give me during the surgery and a little bit of added blood they had to add. But that's all returned into normal with no side effect. So here on day 8, we're looking good. One other thing, on day 8, my appetite has actually returned. I'm able to eat much more comfortably, and I actually have an appetite, like a hunger, whereas before I was just eating out of necessity and kind of in routine. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I will update you guys on day 9. That's really all I got. Thank you very much. All right, it's day 9. Things are pretty similar to day 8. My appetite has been strong still in moderate pain. I have some locations that seem to be lessening in pain and more in others. More so, I'm more aware of them. Like a tightness in my belly has kind of appeared on day 9. Seems totally normal though. Right quadrant of my belly, right flank, pretty much right where the liver used to be. So to be expected, there's going to be some discomfort in that area. My internal bleeding has slowed considerably, almost half of what it was the day prior. So I expect that to probably stop by end of week. Today's Thursday, tomorrow will be Friday. So maybe by Friday, Saturday, we'll see some development on my blood. Otherwise, I'm doing well. Temperature's still stable, no signs of infection. Everything feels good. So here on day 9, things are looking well. Same thing on the recipient side. She's doing well. I had a little bit of a rough night, but she's 74 and I'm 28, so there's quite an age difference in our experience, and you would expect more difficulty to be seen on her side. So it's expected. Otherwise, things are good. So thank you for watching. I'll be sure to update you on day 10 when I hopefully can walk outside for the first time, because this entire experience has been a sedimentary, indoors, very safe, very relaxed environment. I'd like to at least get one outdoor walk in to see, how the sun feels on my body after losing my liver. So I'll check back on day 10. Thank you for watching. It's day 11, and I'm actually feeling pretty good. I think I said on day 9 that I was going to get outside and maybe see some of the fantastic weather we're having, and it is a sweltering 85-degree day, but it is beautiful, and it's so nice to be outside. I'm feeling pretty good today. I actually woke up this morning and didn't feel the need for painkillers, so I waited until about lunchtime when I had a little bit of a laughing fit, and then decided to take some, so warranted reasoning. Otherwise, things are good. Appetite's been solid. I don't feel off in really any way. Yesterday, day 10, I was quite tired, and here on day 11, I feel pretty good. So hopefully things go well here forward. I'll update you next time. It's day 12. I'm feeling pretty good. I actually went the entire day until about 6 p.m. on no painkillers. That's from midnight last night to 6 p.m. today. Only reason I really took them is because when you eat, you kind of get a bloated feeling a little bit, and depending on how bloated you feel, it might cause some pain and discomfort. So I took some just to relieve the feeling of bloating and to deal with the added soreness that I was experiencing because of it. Otherwise, sleeping, still kind of hard. Can't really get a good position. Can't get more than like 3 hours at a night and then wake up and then have to go back to sleep again. But it's tolerable. You know, I'm not driving myself insane trying to sleep here, but it definitely is a downfall of the surgery. Otherwise, things are good. My internal bleeding has leveled off to an extent that I think Wednesday, 2 days from now, I should have my drainage bag removed and I'll have my final incision sewn closed. Then it should just be push on to the 6 month or maybe the 2 month mark where they do a follow-up and check my quality of liver to see how it's growing back and to check my blood levels to see how they're maintaining. Otherwise, things are good. You know, appetite's still strong. Energy levels are good. I am taking naps throughout the day because the lack of sleep at night does catch up to you eventually, and it's been 12 days of this by now, so it is a bit drawing, but it's okay. You know, the entire process has been easier than I would have expected, and I think, as I said, on like maybe day 6 or 5, the painkillers seem less and less needed now, so it's really nice. Probably within the next 3 days I'll completely stop and then just take Tylenol and things for inflammation. So doing pretty well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll share an update on day 13. Have a nice day.
It's day 15. I'm back in New York City for my first post-op checkup. My doctors examined my incisions and everything looks great. I had a routine blood test to check my liver function and the results came back strong. And I'm feeling great.
Well, all right, we're back in New York City here with my Aunt Lisa. We're here for my first checkup after the surgery, so we'll update you after. Blood drawing video, hey!
Thank you so much for watching this journey. Follow to see more updates.
All right, it's day 16. As you see, I'm getting outside and enjoying some nice summer weather. It's about 80 degrees and I'm not too uncomfortable, so that's good. Haven't really taken any painkillers today, as I haven't in the last 3. Just trying to feel out how everything is naturally with nothing going on, and I can say it's endurable. You know, it's not terrible pain. Usually I do take one before bed just to kind of make sleeping a little bit easier so you don't wake up in the night with a lot of pain suddenly, you know. It kind of can be jarring. Riding in a car is still a little rough, but otherwise, you know, getting up, moving around, those type of things, they're very easy to do. So I feel, you know, able-bodied again. A little shortness of breath still. They say that's because my abdominal muscles are still healing. I can expect that to go away by the 6th week after my surgery. So, you know, looking forward to that. 4 weeks left. Despite being at a high risk for a hernia until my 6th week, I still feel like the healing is going on pretty well. You know, I don't have a lot of internal stresses. My external cuts and scabbing is starting to go away, and it's just starting to look like a fresh new scar. So that's a great relief. I got my drainage bag off yesterday at my visit because we went down to the city. Appetite's still good. Still on the same pills. They give me like a minor anti-inflammatory, recommend Tylenol to try and stop some inflammation as well. A water pill to help reduce my retained water from the surgery. So they say that's totally typical. You know, should pass within a week. You know, a very basic regimen of pills, not a huge amount taken by me. My grandmother is actually returning home today from the hospital, so it doesn't actually take that long for the recipient to even come home. She's doing fantastic. All her levels are good. The reception of the organ is great. Inside me, during my checkup, and I said it in the last video, everything looks fine. My levels are fine, so things are doing pretty good here on day 16. I appreciate you watching, and I'll update you on day 17. Hey, it's day 19. Things are going pretty good. Most of my healing externally is already turned into fresh new scars. Today I took off my final bandage, which was from my drainage port, which looks just fine. Everything's healing up good. As you can see, I'm outside doing a little bit of hiking, just light walking. You know, I'm not doing too much extraneous activity. They've advised me not to do too much and to be careful how far into nature I venture, because at any time something could go wrong. You never know. But things seem fine, so I'm taking a little journey into nature today. Otherwise, things continue to be good. I'm actually getting more sleep at night now. I'm less sore. My body's finally loosening up a little bit in the abdominal region. It doesn't feel so constricted from the healing. so that's really nice. It's a nice relief. Still not taking painkillers during the day. I do take them at night, just again to help with that sleep, just to try to get into a normal cycle. They did say interrupted sleep is something that's normal for the first 3 to 4 weeks. So here I am on week 3. We'll see how it is on week 4. My grandmother has returned home. She's now healing in her own home. Things are going well for her. I'll actually try to get a video in with her probably today or tomorrow and update you guys on her. So thank you so much for watching. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And thank you so much.